Monday. Happy Monday. I think we're good. We're going locked in. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, here we go. Happy Monday, guys, and welcome to the Orlando Magic group chat. I'm your host, Kendra Douglas. Thanks for joining us. And Victory Monday, Magical Monday, all the great Mondays. I'm so happy to be here and talking with you all things magic. I love also that you guys have locked into asking me questions of what you want to talk about. I have a couple things that we're going to get to, but I for sure want to get to all the questions that you've given me on Instagram and on Twitter. Make sure you also lock into the group chat here. I see people are coming in. Hey guys. Yes, Victory Monday. Love the sweatshirt. Thank you. I got this from the Players Closet. I love their stuff. They're a great group. So make sure you guys check out their stuff because I love everything that they have. They're so cool. They have all these cool vintage things. Let's get to some housekeeping stuff real quick. Again, if you guys want to lock into everything we're doing from Courtside Countdown, Orlando Magic group chat, and then also we have a new episode of the podcast out. We have so many things. Magic Crossover presented by Starry. The new podcast episode with Kojo is out. So make sure you guys subscribe to the Orlando Magic YouTube page so you can be in the know of everything Orlando Magic and hear from the guys. Some of the questions I got from you all, really great. You guys want to know about the injury status of some players. Great question from Maddie World over here of like the playoffs. If they started today, where would I want us to go? So we are going to get to all of that. But first, let's just talk about this victory. Like I said, Victory Monday, the Magic, they get that amazing win against the 76ers. And it's so good to continue to see Paolo get back into action, get back into the groove of things. How many of you guys have enjoyed just seeing him get back with this team? I have enjoyed it too. So continue to give me all of your questions. I'm trying to get to all the group chat stuff. Here we go. Okay. We're locking in. It's just hard because for some reason YouTube is like, we don't want you to see everything today. And okay, here we go. Now I can see everything. What's Players Closet? They're a couple who like started getting like vintage clothes, and they have all these Magic clothes, and they have pop-up shops, and we've done one here. They're gonna do one at the end of the year. So like be on the lookout because I love their stuff clearly, and you guys have to check them out. This team has a lot of heart. Yes, really glad that Paolo is back. We're all happy. 34 games he's missed, and this team has continued to just rally. So let's get to this Magic game against the 76ers. Down 8 players. Can we talk about that for a moment? Down 8 players, one on minutes restriction, and the team still was able to get that 104-99 win. What does that say about this team? Just the heart, the grittiness. Head coach Jamal Mosley even said that about this team, like the resiliency, and he loved this win because it really showed the fight of this Orlando Magic squad. He called this team relentless and just said that they continue to step up. They have so much love. And he gave a shout out to you, the fans, because he said the momentum shift changed when you guys were continuing to just cheer for the Magic squad. So you, the fans, continue to just come inside the Kia Center. The atmosphere is always amazing. It's like an inner body experience. Like you just feel it within your chest when you hear Magic fans go crazy. And because of that helped with that momentum. And really, I think you guys really helped get that Magic win for sure. Let's talk about Paolo's second game back, 20 points, still on a minutes restriction. But when he's in, you can tell that he's just able to really slow the game down for everyone as well. And you can just see that he is so ready to get back to how he was in the beginning. And it's slowly happening. He scored 8 of his 20 points in the final 4 minutes, had that clutch mid-range jumper with 29 seconds on the clock to put the Magic up 3. I mean, what else do you want from this guy? He's continuing to just show that, he can come in no matter how injured he was and come back and still give this team buckets. No quit. Yes. They find a way. Best JI game season this far from For Real. Let's get into JI as well. Grabbed his first double-double since December 15th of 2019. He played 27 minutes, 20 points, 11 rebounds. He said after the game that he's just been able now to really like defend and crash the glass now that he hasn't been able to do before. And so yeah, I mean, just to see JI, the minister of defense out there. I mean, great energy all around from this Magic squad. Let's get to the injury reports because you guys are all asking about the injuries for our players. So, Goga, he has a right hip contusion. Tristan, he was sick, had an illness. Gary, left hamstring strain. Jet, a left ankle sprain. Jalen, how good was it to see Jalen back on the court, just sideline and with the team, giving the energy that he always gives, the positivity. That was nice to see. A lower back strain. Franz, a torn right oblique, and Mo is out with a torn ACL. So, still got guys injured, but with only 8 guys available, you can see that this Magic team is able to get the job done. Good afternoon, magicians. Okay. So, guys, someone said magicians. I know that y'all felt some type of way when I was kind of like, do we like this? Do we not? But I feel like it could be a thing. Sit on it. I want you guys to just sleep on it. I think calling you all magicians might be a thing. I saw Magic Maniacs one day. Just hear me out. Like, just hear me out. I just want to feel I want everyone to feel included. And I think calling you guys magicians might be the move. Hear me out. Do I need to donate my oblique to Franz to get an earlier return? I feel like if you donated your oblique, then wouldn't he be out longer? But I understand the heart. I understand the heart. So maybe I'll ask. Who knows? Ooh, either is fine. So you don't mind me calling you all magicians? Noted. I love this. What else we got going on? Are we expecting De Silva to return on Wednesday? I think it's really up to the medical staff and the team and how he progresses within his illness. So just stay tuned for that one and just be on the lookout for the injury reports coming out from the Magic. Hello, Zach Attack. Thank you for joining us. Okay, wait, there's more. It was nice to see Jalen on the sideline. Yes, it was. Okay, now let's get back into, now that you guys are like really locked in and everything, continue to give me your questions, give me your comments, give me your concerns. How has the Franz recovery been going? Pretty good. I mean, he's continuing to just get back into the action of slowly progressing with the way that the trainers would like him to. And I'm excited. I think that we have a lot to be excited for because, guys, we just hit the halfway mark of the regular season. There's a lot of great basketball that's going to be played. And I feel like you do have to be cautious in ways because you want them to play for the rest of the season. And let's keep it 100. This team is looking for postseason action. So the better you can continue to just make sure that Franz is going in the right direction is the better outcome for this Magic team to make sure that they have the longevity of the post game and what am I trying to say? And playoffs. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for all continuing to join us. Is this anything last night about Paolo's return after the injury with Chef's Kiss? I know we told you guys on Courtside Countdown, which is our pregame show, that David Steele was going to have an amazing Is This Anything. I love that you guys are really incorporating that in there. So like, yes, we told you that. I've become a staple here at the pharmacy. Well, thank you. I appreciate wherever you are watching this. I thank you, Dr. TC, for watching this while you were at work. All right. Let's get to your questions on Facebook, Instagram, not Facebook, excuse me, on Twitter. Maddie World gave a good question. If playoffs were to start today, give a ranking of teams you would preferably like to face. This is for you guys too. Give me your ratings of who you would want this Magic team to face if playoffs were to start today. Now, here's the problem with me. I'm going to go off aesthetics. I'm not going to go off of like the actual team and playing and who the matchups. We can do that later. But if my happiness were to be in play, I want to go Miami first. One, I love a good Florida rivalry. It's cool to be like, oh, you know, they're playing like down the street. That's awesome. Also, it's Miami. Detroit, because Detroit has the best, the Little Caesars Arena. Little Caesars Arena. When I say that, that's because they give you Little Caesars pizza nonstop. I'm not saying no to that. And then the Knicks, because New York, also the fans and the rivalry of that is just also really hardcore and amazing. But what would you guys like to see? What would you guys like to see if playoffs were to start today? The rankings of who you would want the Magic to face off against. If I'm going like team-wise and everything, I mean, I would like to see this team take on like Milwaukee. I just think that they are like this close to really just taking over. Every time that they've played them, it's always been intense games. It's always been very fierce. And I think it would be a good one. I think it would be a good one. I don't know. Hear me out. Oh, someone said Bucks easily. See? I'm not like, I think it would be good. Give us the Knicks. We're ready for the smoke. Yes. The Magic are always ready for the smoke. The way they played the Knicks the last time we saw them, I mean, still they were out Paolo, they were out Franz, and it's just what Cole Anthony has said of like this team is enough, they are enough. So I think that also would be a really, 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 really good matchup. Give me the Pacers or the Bucks. I'm liking this. Y'all are seeing what I'm seeing when I say like the Bucks. Pacers or the Bucks, yes. Bucks don't want to see us in full strength. They really don't. I completely agree because again, the times that they've played the Bucks, again, Paolo has been out, Franz has been out. Jalen Suggs was the one that led that team when they played them in the in-season tournament. So I think that when you have that matchup and those guys together with a full strength team, it's going to be intense. I am excited about that one. I love how we're all on the same page, guys. This is a safe space also, by the way. Magic group chat. We're including everyone. So if you guys want to say the Cavs, which I don't know why, but if you want to, we won't judge. I'm judging. Okay, I get it. I get it. You'd want to have a revenge game. Okay, I get that. It would be cool. It would be cool. If we're third seed, then the Pacers, but if we're fourth, then the Bucks. Yes, I agree. Why do you guys want them to play the Pacers? Tell me that. What is your reasoning behind the Pacers and why you would want them to see that? Don't want the Knicks in the first round. The Kia Center would be filled with Knicks fans. Okay, but then that also means that you guys just have to be on your A game and come to the Kia Center. We have seen what you guys do the last time that this team had a playoffs and at home at the Kia Center. Do it again. Like, duh, come on now. Come on, Allie. Just come to the Kia Center. We don't need Knicks fans. Just make it all Magic fans. Because Paolo owns the Pacers every time. Do you remember last year when it was like Franz and Paolo? It was right before Christmas. They dominated against the Pacers in that game. We did that interview with both of them because they really had a good game. So I agree. Both of those two guys together, pretty clutch when it comes up against the Pacers. A rematch of the Cavs would be cool. I guess. Sure. We'll go with that. Sure. Magic needs to stop. Okay. Magic needs to stop playing and call up Mac. So then let's just get into all-star voting since you guys brought up Mac, because I want to know, do you guys think that Mac should defend his dunk contest title? And on top of that, are you guys, these amazing magicians in here this morning who are joining me, are you guys voting? Are you guys continuing the all-star voting? We need your votes. The Magic needs your vote. These guys need your votes. We got Jalen, we got Franz, we got Pete all on the list. And can you believe that Paolo was also number 4 when he was playing 5 games and still out? Can you imagine what he's going to do? Like the numbers now that he's back in. So make sure you guys continue your all-star voting. Also, AB and Tristan, they're both eligible for Rising Stars. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about both of them and their Rising Stars? Um Halliburton was running his mouth on the next on NXT. Oh yes, I remember that. I remember that. He went to NXT. I do if you know, you know. I got you, Duval. I remember that. And then what happened? Anyway, let me not be a troll too this morning. Um this team is 100% very dangerous. Nobody wants to play them. Love that. Paulo almost had a 50-point triple double this season against the Pacers. Pacers don't match up well against us. Ooh, Raymond. Raymond's like, I'm coming in hot this morning. I appreciate the energy, Raymond. My birthday is today. Seth, wasn't your birthday like last Monday? Or was it last Monday we did this and you were saying it's this Monday? I don't know, but hey Seth, thanks for joining us this morning. Yes, my whole Eastern ballot is all magic. Zach Attack, we love it. That's what we want. That is what we want. Again, make sure you guys continue the vote for All-Star. You guys didn't let me know if you thought that Max should go after his title again. I mean, the dunk contest is pretty amazing to see. And then to have that representation of everybody there from the Magic. Don't you want that? Don't you want like a sea of Magic fans at All-Star? Like, can't you envision that? I can. Don't you want to envision that? Like, just magic. See it with me, magicians. See it with me. Yes, I've been voting for Magic and G League. Yes, Karen. Karen is giving me the answers I want this morning. What are you guys doing, magicians? What are y'all all doing? I think he should, but right now he needs to be a floor man. They called up TQ, no problem, but Mac is still waiting. Oh, okay. I see conversations between. Let's talk about Trevlin. I mean, Trevlin has put back slam to make it 80-81 against the 76ers last night. Had another slam in the fourth quarter. He is a two-way player that continues to show that when he does what he needs to do on the court, does what he needs to do behind the scenes, listens to Coach Mosley, you're seeing all the efforts and everything just pay off. And it's great to see a two-way player like that get some minutes, get some big buckets, help this Magic team get wins. The growth of him from last year to this year, also amazing as well. So good job, TQ. We're all cheering for you. There we go. Duvall says, I've been voting. Like it. Who would you guys want to see in a potential finals? I'm not jinxing it. I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one. I'm very superstitious, by the way. On here is amazing. Ali, oh, okay. You guys are having conversations with each other. Got it. We'll go back to some things to talk about. Let's talk about around the league. So the Magic, they will continue on getting a 2-game road trip. We face Milwaukee again. So now that Paolo's back, this will be exciting to see how he's able to go against Giannis and Dame and that Milwaukee squad. They play them Wednesday, then they play Boston Celtics on Friday. 2 really, really big games. And then they'll come back home and play Denver. What are your thoughts? How do you think this Magic team's going to fare on the 2-game road trip that we have coming up? Interested, especially since we were just talking about how we kind of want to see the Bucks and the Magic take on each other. And the last time that they played Boston, one second, I can't remember what I was going to say. The last time they played Boston, oh, that's right, we beat them at home without Paolo. So now, what do you think is going to happen? That Paolo's in the mix and they're playing Boston. Of course, it's always hard to play Boston on their home court. We get that. But anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. TQ with the clutch points and rebounds at the end of the game. Clutch points for this Magic squad. Queen not afraid to do the hard work. You know what? We got to show him this. We got to show TQ the love that you guys give him because I talked with him in New York and I just asked him about just the effort he's been able to put in and the energy. And he was just telling me that, it's always about waiting his turn, knowing that, the work he's putting in will pay off. So it's so cool to see it actually pay off. And I think he's definitely a story that everyone should be looking out for, of just a two-way guy who's always continuing to give it his all and doing what the coaches ask of him. 1-1 on the road trip. 2-0 if Jalen is back. Oh, okay, LG, I see you. Duval says 1-1 and 2-1 because you're including, and then another one says 2-1 because he's including Denver. We're including Denver in this one. Depends on Goga's health. Just need bodies at this point. Hopefully we get at least one game on the road. I agree. But again, it's the heart and hustle of this team. They're able to just do so much with bodies down. Okay, I'm going to get to more questions. Life as a Magic fan said to me on Twitter, what has been your favorite win of the season? That is a tough one. Yesterday was pretty good. I still go back to the Lakers game where Franz hit that big shot to get the win. That's probably been my favorite win of the season, just because it was like the Lakers were undefeated at home at that time. Just the energy surrounding it going into that game. The team was still continuing to figure out how to navigate without Paolo, and then that bucket, insane. So I that probably still is my favorite. Yes, the Franz game winner. Yes, that's probably still my favorite win of the season so far. Favorite Duval. Now you asking me questions on Twitter and on here too. You know what? I like the energy. You asked me, what's my favorite NBA city to go to for shopping? New York. Boston's great. I'm looking at Houston because Houston and I enjoy the cities together. Chicago, that is our favorite. Yes. Chicago, hands down, top 5 up there. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Love that one. What other questions? Okay, I also forgot that you guys are giving me questions as well on Instagram. I'm going to try to get to those as much as I can too, because they're a lot. They're a lot. Okay. Well, I already gave you guys a timetable for Franz Harris. Playoff chances when the team is 100%. 100%, then there you go. Like 100% chance the team will get to the playoffs. 100%. Answered that one. Who is first to practice? I don't know at this moment. There's a lot of people that stay after and try to get some shots up. So you know what? ID Ford, I will, next time I practice, I will see who is the last player there getting up buckets. Let's see what else we got. We already gave you a Goga update. Greetings from Guatemala. Thank you. Love the team. Example of courage. Gave you an update on Tristan. Do the Magic have a player of the game? Oh, do the Magic have a player of the game chain like the Nuggets give out? I can't give away the Magic secrets. What I will say is they have some cool things that they do for themselves within the team. And I think that it just continues to show the bond that they have together. It continues to show how much they love playing with each other. So I can't tell you everything, but what I will tell you is they have their own things that they do to really congratulate each other, support each other. And it's nice to see that. Why don't the Magic ever post locker room content? Well, then you're just not watching the right stuff, my friend, because there's always locker room content on All Access. Sometimes if it's a really good win, you'll see it on the Twitter page as well. On the X Magic page. So you just got to be on the lookout because there is some great content, but also locker room stuff is just like between the team. Like that is their moment. That is their moment to decompress, to debrief. So don't forget that. These people are human as well. But I've seen some good content from the locker room after some big wins on All Access. That's me pubbing the YouTube page because if you're subscribing to All Access on YouTube, you would see. In what ways does the team look different with Paolo's return? Ooh, that's a good one. I want to ask you, the fans, that. What ways from these 2 games have you noticed that this team has changed a little bit or how they look since Paolo's return? I think they're continuing to find that though. I think the growth, because you got to remember, you're out 34 games. These guys kind of had to figure it out on their own. They're great now. Like they've always been great, but to have Paolo back, it does add more points. It does add 20, 30 points to the board for sure. So you're adding that. You're also adding kind of, a dominant force to the court. And I think that allows the team to figure out ways to get him open. He figures out ways to get his other teammates open. it's gonna be cool. I can't wait for this road trip to really. I think that's where we're gonna see the Paolo effect for sure. Do you know if the team internally does Player of the Game awards? I don't know, but you guys are asking so many great questions. I will write them down, and then next week we will go over some of these questions and figure out about the chains, the games, the player of the weeks, the player of the months. Um, Love it. So thank you guys for joining the Orlando Magic group chat this afternoon. We will be back next week. The Magic, they will get on a 2-game road trip taking on Milwaukee and Boston. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Orlando Magic YouTube page to see things all Magic. So we got Courtside Countdown, the pregame show at home games. We got the Orlando Magic group chat. That's where I get to interact with you guys. We got the podcast, Magic Crossover, presented by Starry. You can find that there as well. We've got everything that you want. So what else are you going to do? Hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure to follow all the Magic social media platforms. Follow me, so then you can answer. I can get to your questions of what you want us to talk about. Thank you guys. Happy Monday. Happy Victory Monday. We will see you on FanDuel Sports Network on Wednesday. Bye.